Well, if you have a business, you probably have a website, but here's a question for you. Is it working for you? Are you getting the traffic that you wanted to get when you set up that website? It could be that you have a problem with the website. We're going to hear from a national expert next.
Many are predicting that the worst is yet to come, which is unfortunate, said one person here. Until now, they've enjoyed the reputation of being the nation's icebox.
Watched a burglar in his home this morning by webcam.
As a journalist of over 25 years, stories are what make my world turn.
Reporting live from the Dallas newsroom tonight, Jeff Crilley, Fox 4 News.
But in 2008, I took the jump from my familiar life and started a PR firm from my home.
We're talking about anyone with a camcorder like the one I'm using becomes a television network.
We started slowly growing the company, and we now have over 100 clients, and we've branched into the world of live digital broadcasting. I now own 8 different TV studios and have a huge team, and the stories that I now get to share are sometimes the most important of my life. Life has a funny way of coming around full circle. This is The Jeff Crilley Show.
Well, I run into small to mid-sized business owners all the time who have a website, but they complain it's not working. I'm not getting leads from it. And it could be a function of how you set the website up. Does Google even see you? There's a whole litany of things other than having pretty pictures and images and graphics on your website. To talk about that today, a national expert and a good friend, Ryan Thrash. He's with MODX. Thanks for coming on the show.
Thanks, Jeff. It's great to be here.
Awesome. Well, we've known each other for a long time. And I'm thrilled to introduce you to my audience. Let's do a little bit of like website 101. So sure. Most people who hire a web company, they just want it to look pretty, but if it doesn't have the right functionality on the backside, it doesn't do you any good.
Correct. Yeah, so when we started out, we built an open source content management system. They came out about the same time that WordPress did. And we were solving 3 specific problems at that time. One was speed, because speed is one of the core driving factors of search engine results. 2 was security. WordPress, for better or worse, doesn't have the world's greatest security track record. And then the last was creative freedom. Our take was that we wanted you to be able to build anything that you wanted, make it look any way that you wanted it to look, empower it with pixel perfect precision. And that's what we accomplished with our open source software, MODX. Fast forward to today, we now have a complete online SaaS business around any kind of hosted apps that makes sure that your website stays secure, the servers are always updated, you've got outstanding support, and can just get accomplished what you need to get accomplished.
Outstanding. We're going to pull up your website, and as we scroll down the website, I want you to talk about the kinds of clients that you work with.
Sure.
Do they have to be a small to mid-sized business? I mean, what do you look for?
Yeah, so we have a whole host of customers that we work with, ranging from small mom and pop shops to global 2,000 companies. But where our real sweet spot is working with marketing departments inside of organizations or working with digital agencies that are serving a lot of other customers. We have digital agencies in our SaaS platform that serve hundreds and hundreds of websites using our software.
And that's a great strategy because all of those digital agencies are only as successful as their clients are, and if their website is messed up, they're going to fail. I want to talk about one of your favorite clients, and we're going to pull up the website so you can see this. It's Topgolf.
Yes.
I mean, everybody knows Topgolf.
Yeah.
Tell us about the design and the functionality of this website.
So Topgolf is one of those marketing departments that we talked about. They have fantastic designers, user experience experts, technologies. We help support them in architecting some of the core ways of it works beneath the scenes, the build workflows as they go to produce new versions of their site and new content and open new locations. And they're running, I think, close to 100 locations now, all with unique opening hours, closed hours. The COVID years were quite interesting during that time. And so they're able to accomplish what they want, and it's a very, very fast website. It works incredibly well for them and is really driving their marketing results.
And let's talk a little bit about speed. So is that like you click on the website and images are taking too long to load? Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah, so how many times have you been on a website where you were trying to find a quick number or something and then you just bailed because it was taking too long to load? Speed is ultra critical. I think there was some research done by Amazon and Walmart that every 1/10 of a second leads to noticeable improvements and noticeable percentages gains of revenue. So speed literally is money when it comes to a website. And the reason that MODX works so well for speed is because it has a built-in caching architecture that helps websites serve very, very, very quickly.
Yes. You're also a very popular guest on different podcasts. We're going to show a little video of you on a recent podcast. Tell us about, it feels like you have the heart of a teacher. You love to educate people, don't you?
I love helping people.
Yeah.
And that's really what drives me every day to work with MODX, particularly because of the open source aspect of it that we talked about. It's so fun to watch people be successful with our software all over the world, and hopefully they'll come and host with us as well.
Yeah, so we talked a little bit about WordPress. Let's drill down a little deeper, because a lot of people are on WordPress. They have a large share of the market, but WordPress is not the Lamborghini of websites.
It can be if you spend a ton of money and time on it. WordPress is, there's about 1.2 billion websites in the world today. And WordPress powers approximately 43% of them. And so they are the undisputed website platform king. But again, the problems that you see with WordPress are centered around speed and security. It's constantly having to be maintained. And that's where we can really make a difference. And then when you want to do completely custom websites, WordPress is much more cumbersome in order to be able to do that as well. And we solve that problem.
So in any industry, there's a win. There's the smile on the client's face. I mean, when you're working with a digital agency, or you're working directly with the client on a website, is there a reveal? Do you have a moment where you get to show it to them? And what is that like when you knock the ball out of the park? So
one of the things that we've released recently is a product called Backstage, and it's exclusive to MODX Cloud, our hosting platform. And Backstage is one of those things that it's the proper way that people are supposed to manage websites, but it's really been truly unavailable in the world. Backstage allows you to do what's called selective content staging, which means you can be working on multiple parts of a website or multiple versions of a website, and just check off the pages that you're ready to go live and have those go live while you're also giving people logins that they can, not logins, but websites that they can look at prior to that going live.
Nice.
And it's just a heck of a great workflow.
I mean, is it kind of fun when you get the call from the client saying, "Ryan, you killed it"?
It's really rewarding, yes.
Awesome. Let's talk a little bit about SEO. And
Sure.
People have heard of SEO. Some people might not be familiar with it. You can have a pretty website, but often nobody can find you. So give us a SEO 101.
So the core tenets of SEO are speed is number one, and that's the area that we're incredibly strong in. In fact, if you don't have a fast website, and all things being equal, Google, and as the web goes, Google goes, or as Google goes, the web goes, Google will penalize you in its search ranking algorithm, and you want to be as close to the top of the listings as you can. The technical markup around your website, the metadata, the markups inside of your HTML is also really important. And those aspects change over time as well. With MODX, you have instant access to update any and all of that pretty much in real time.
Okay, so if somebody wanted to kind of kick the tires on your agency, can you evaluate a website pretty quickly and just say, okay, wow, there's some things we could definitely do to improve the website?
Absolutely. We run speed reports. We look at some basic, there's basic SEO reports that can be run. And so we have the ability to pretty quickly determine if we're going to be able to make a website work faster. We have yet to run into one that hasn't run better inside of our platform, but I'm sure that'll happen one day.
All right, Ryan, you've been an amazing guest. Final thoughts.
So if you have got a website that hasn't been updated in a while, you really ought to take a look at it and make sure that it's fast enough, that it's converting. And if you're frustrated with it, consider reworking that. And we'd love to have somebody come look at our website and see if it might be a good fit for them.
Outstanding. You've been a great guest. We're going to end with your website, which is modx.com. The great Ryan Thrash. Thanks for coming on the show.
Thanks, Jeff.
That's it for now. We'll see you next time.